Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dave from Two Average Dudes. Mike will chime in a second. So I guess Jody Wilson Raybould testified yesterday, and as Mike and I figured, she said, yeah, she felt undue pressure. Now, before that, if you notice, the Liberals said we talked to her about it, but we didn't feel like we were pressuring her. So they kind of knew what was going to happen anyway. And just like what I said before, if everybody in an office, like say you're at a workplace, and every boss that you had is talking to you about something, of course you're going to feel pressure. And they shouldn't have been talking to her in the first place. Justin Trudeau shouldn't have been talking to her. Now, he did apparently talk to her once and then stop, but everybody else jumped in. So that's Justin Trudeau's just desserts. Now, I hope that woke up every Canadian out there, and they actually see what kind of deals this guy is doing, what kind of government this guy is running. And his only interest is Quebec. Honestly, it looks to me like his only interest is Quebec, because he isn't doing this for Alberta. He isn't lying and cheating and doing all this stuff for Alberta. He's doing it to save French jobs, because that's the only place Quebec is strong in Canada. That's it. And one last thing before I pass you off to Mike. I love how media coverage just disappeared on this. Does everybody notice that it's all of a sudden real quiet? If Trump did something like this in the United States, we'd hear about it for a week. But since Justin Trudeau bought off the media, it's all vaporizing. And isn't that convenient? It makes me so angry. Mike, I know you got a lot to say on this because you're just boiling. What do you have?
Dave, so it finally happened. Jody Wilson Raybould gave her side of the story, her truth, as the Liberals like to say. And nothing new came out of it. Exactly what we thought. Jody thought she was pressured, and the Prime Minister and all his lackeys say, we didn't think we pressured her. It's a he said, she said story, and that's exactly what we predicted. That's exactly what we got. Okay? But, I did come away with a few things from this. What I learned yesterday was, everyone in the PMO office was involved here. Everyone at some point or another tried to have a discussion with Jody about the SNC-Lavalin case. Okay? That's one thing we learned. Another thing we learned is that, it's okay if you're a criminal, a robber, or the mafia. Okay? As long as you set up a corporation and hire enough employees. Put them on the payroll, give them pension benefits, and then Justin Trudeau and the Liberals will support you if anything goes wrong. Well, that is if you're based in Quebec. Because, we also learned that Justin Trudeau only cares about Quebec. We also run into the issue of the fact that the Liberals just kept pressing Jody for, you didn't come to us soon enough. If there was a problem, you should have come to us soon enough. That's all they kept saying. Okay? So what that means to me is then, if you didn't come soon right away, then you weren't pressured. Well, Justin Trudeau, the feminist, is supporting all these Me Too movement victims. Well, in the same matter, you guys, none of you must be victims because you waited years to come forward. Well, pick one, Justin Trudeau. You're telling us two different stories. You're saying she's wrong and couldn't have been pressured because she didn't come to us right away. But all these other victims, they're right, even though they took 10 years to come forward. Just a load of, whatever. So it was a sad day all around. It was exactly what we expected. Nothing new came out of it. The Liberals look like idiots, But at the end of the day, he'll get off with a fine simply because, in my opinion, as Jody Wilson Raybould kept saying, it was all inappropriate, but it never got past the line because she never allowed it to go past the line. She cut people off before they started saying too much or pressuring too much, or she said, you can't do this. She kept telling them, stop now because we're crossing the line. She did a great job of that to actually keep the Prime Minister and all these guys out of serious trouble. So I think nothing really is going to come of this, except a nice slap on the wrist and a small fine. Only because Jody Wilson Raybould stopped it all. Anyways, guys, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think is going to happen now. Post your comments below. Tell us what you think is going to happen in this whole case. And check out our website, twoaveragedudes.com. Our polls, our surveys are all there. Check us out on Twitter as well, 2averagedudes2. And we'll catch you next time, guys.